You're watching an exclusive high-definition broadcast of HDNet Fights.
HDNet Fights returns to Yokohama, Japan to determine two dream champions. Last year, Joachim Hansen beat Shinya Aoki for the dream lightweight belt. Tonight, they meet again to settle it once and for all. And the dream featherweight Grand Prix concludes as 4 fighters enter, but only one can be champion. Dream 11 is next on HDNet. HDNet Fights presents Haywood Dream 11 Featherweight Grand Prix 2009 Final Round.
Welcome to the Yokohama Arena in Japan. Welcome to Dream 11 tonight. The featherweight champion of Dream will be decided. The lightweight title is up for grabs. The second round of the Super Hulk tournament and the demigod Kazushi Sakuraba returns. Hello everybody, I'm Michael Chavello. Welcome ringside to the Yokohama Arena in Japan. This magnificent auditorium once again plays home to Dream Mixed Martial Arts action. I'm joined as always by my verbal sparring partner, the man who brought sexy back long before, Justin Timberlake, Guy Mesga. Brother, great to be back here with you. It is always great to be ringside at Dream.
Yeah, it's always such a, to be honest, it's always such a spectacle, and it's great. They do such a phenomenal job on the shows. It's really an exciting event. It's an event.
I tell you what, folks, Dream has stacked the card, maybe the most talked about mixed martial arts card of the year, and the most talked about match across internet message boards everywhere has to be the big one, Aoki versus Hansen. Let's take a look at tonight's fight card. DJ Taiki takes on Kazuyuki Miyata in the reserve match for the Featherweight Grand Prix. The former janitor, Hideo Tokoro, the human octopus I like to call him, takes on Hiroyuki Takaya. And then Joe Warren against Bibiano Fernandes. Those 4 men remaining, only one will take home the Featherweight Grand Prix strap here tonight. Then we move through to round 2 of the Super Hulk tournament. Minoa Man takes on Hong Man Choi, and the Cameroonian Sokuju up against the returning Bob Sapp, who replaces the injured Gegard Mousasi. Then we move on to a one-fight super fight in the lightweight division. The Crusher, Tatsuya Kawajiri, takes on Malcor Mabusina, also known as Barracuda. Then the return of the demigod, Kazushi Sakuraba, former UFC star, former Pride star, former Hero star, longtime Dynamite star. He takes on a mixed martial arts debutant tonight in Ruben, Mr. Hollywood Williams. And then, of course, that big one there, subject of so much speculation around the world, Joachim Hansen, the champ of the lightweight dream division, takes on the challenger yet again for the 3rd time in what is the rubber match and a championship match against Shinya Aoki. Then, of course, the main event will be the final of the Featherweight Grand Prix. Let's take a look at all of our fights on this massive card here tonight. Guy Mesga, as I said, the one that has most people talking is Aoki versus Hansen. They first fought at Pride. It was Aoki whose go-go planted Hansen back in the Pride days for the victory. Then they fought in July last year. It was Hansen pounding out Aoki to win the lightweight crown. Hansen hasn't fought since. Aoki has been active. He's had 3 fights already this year for 2-1. How do you see this one going down?
Well, this is this match is a classic fighter versus striker versus grappler here, and so it's whatever fighter can get his game going here. To be honest, I'm going with Hansen on this one. I think it's easier for him to learn how to avoid submission than it is for the grappler to learn how to strike.
A very interesting poll on Bloody Elbow website has Joachim Hansen at 54% for the win, Shinya Aoki at 45%. The bookmakers do have Joachim Hansen as the favourite, Shinya Aoki as the underdog. We move on to the Featherweight Grand Prix, Guy. 4 men remain, only one will become the first ever Dream Featherweight champion. It's Tokoro versus Takaya, semi-final number 1. Joe Warren, the All-American Greco-Roman Hope, takes on Bibiano Fernandes, semi-final number 2. First of all, Tokoro versus Takaya, 2 men who were very impressive in getting here, Guy. Hideo Tokoro coming off maybe the fight of the year against Abel Callum last time out, and Takaya KOing Maeda last time to qualify here tonight. How do you see that one panning out?
Well, again, to be honest, this is another this is striker versus grappler here, and I'll tell you something that is, I'm going with Tokoro here. I just think that his grappling ability is superior. I think he's smart enough. He worked with a lot of really good boxers, so he's going to be used to those punches coming at him. Takaya he's more of a brawler. He's more of a scrapper type guy, and I think he's a very tough guy. But I just think he's going to come up short in this one.
And then, of course, semi-final number 2, the American Hope, Joe Warren takes on Bibiano Fernandes. Warren having beaten Chase Beebe and Kid Yamamoto. He is the Cinderella story of Dream. He has now emerged as the outright favorite. And we also have him going up against Fernandes, who beat Imanari in a very boring contest last time out and defeated Otsuka before that. Joe Warren, the favorite to win the tournament overall, Guy Mesga with the bookmakers.
Yeah, I mean, he's my favorite too. This kid has got tremendous amount of confidence in his abilities. He's training with a very good crew, so he's going to make adjustments. Now, the thing that I'm got to be concerned about for Joe Warren is that that he's susceptible to submission. So, hopefully he worked on that. He's got a good chin. So I don't see Fernandes, knocking him out that way. So.
Okay, then we move into the Super Hulk tournament, of course. Minoru Man versus Hongman Choi. Sokuju versus Bob Sapp. Minoru Man has the big disadvantage when it comes to height, of course, and weight. He is only 5'10". Hongman Choi 7'2". Hongman Choi weighing in at 319 pounds. Minoru Man at only 192.5. And of course, Sokuju at 220 pounds takes on the beast Bob Sapp at 341 pounds. Surely now, with Gegard Mousasi out of the running, Sokuju must be the favourite to take out the Super Hulk tourney. He will meet the winner of Minoru Man and Hongman Choi, provided he gets past Bob Sapp here tonight in the final on New Year's Eve at Dynamite. Folks, we're about to get underway. Dream 11 is alive. It's happening here at the Yokohama Arena. Sit back and prepare for the pomp. Prepare for the pageantry and the madness of Dream.
出場全選手の登場です。
The first match.
フェザー級グランプリ2、3マッチ、宮田和幸 vs DJ Taiki。
From Japan, Kazuyuki Miyata versus from Japan, DJ Taiki. The second match.
フェザー級グランプリ準決勝、Takaya Hiroyuki。
From Japan, Hiroyuki Takaya.
Tokoro Hideo。
From Japan, Hideo. The third match.
フェザー級グランプリ準決勝、Bibiano Fernandes。
From Brazil, Bibiano Fernandes.
Joe Wallen。
From the United States of America, Joe Wallen. The fourth match.
スーパーハーフトーナメント準決勝、シェー・ホフマン。
From Korea, Seth Hoffman.
ミノワーマン。
From Japan, Minowa. The fifth match.
スーパーハーフトーナメント準決勝、ボブ・サップ。
From the United States of America, Seth.
即時。
From Cameroon, Takaya. The sixth match.
ライト級ワンマッチ、メルカ・バラクーダ。
From the United States of America, America Barracuda.
川尻達也。
From Japan, Otsuya Kawajiri. The seventh match.
ミドル級ワンマッチ、ルビー・ウィリアムス。
From the United States of America, Ruben Williams.
桜庭和志。
From Japan, Kazushi Sakuraba. The eighth match.
ライト級タイトルマッチ、青木真也。
From Japan, Shinya Aoki.
ヨアキム・ハンセン。
From Norway, Yoaki Hansen. Legends die hard, and here is where they're born. History in the making, come and be a witness. And Hewa, dream and live it.
級グランプリリザーブマッチ DJ 大輝 VS 宮田和幸。
これより第1試合を行います。赤コーナー172センチ 62.8 キロ宮田
Look at that physique. Muscles on muscles, then those muscles have muscles on top of those muscles. Kazuyuki Miyata.
172センチ 62.8 キロ DJ 大輝
And a great ovation for the always popular DJ Taiki. DJ Taiki weighing in at 138.16 pounds, 62.8 kilograms. Miyata at 138.16 also, 62.8 kilograms. The bookmakers have Miyata at minus 125, Taiki at minus 105. Both men at plus 1250 to win the tournament overall. First round 10 minutes long, second round 5 minutes, no extra round in the case of a draw. Winner decided by Ippon, KO or decision. Michael Chavello, Guy Mesger with you ringside from Dream 11 at the Yokohama Arena. And just look at the physique here once again on Kazuyuki Miyata. I tell you what, if they call Akiyama Sexyama, we're going to have to call Kazuyuki Miyata Sexy Miyata with a body like that. Here we go, first round. Official reserve status up for grabs. It is the orthodox fighter, Sexy Miyata, and the southpaw fighter, DJ Taiki. Who will throw down first? You know that Taiki wants a striking contest. You know that Miyata has good subs. He's won 5 fights of his 7 wins via submission.
Well, also not to mention he's an Olympic level wrestler, so he's going to want to take it to where he's going to be most comfortable, which is on the ground.
High left round kick there from DJ Taiki to open up proceedings. Being the real leg of the southpaw. If Miyata is going to strike, he wants to strike with the right hand up the centre corridor. Public number 1 of the southpaw fighter. Down they go to ground. Miyata takes his back with ease early on here.
That was a beautiful duck under. Beautiful duck under there on that move. That's excellent technique there.
Controlling the back nicely here, DJ Taiki on the top position. Miyata controlling his back and try and work for a choke here if he can. But at the moment, DJ Taiki just doing a good job of controlling that right wrist of Miyata.
And where he's in position there, he's almost got his back flat to the ground there, so it's going to be very difficult to actually get the choke. You know, Miyata's got to bring him back kind of up on his chest a little bit more, center him a little bit better in order to really get that choke. I think he sees that himself. I think he's trying to change positions up a little bit here.
This is not where Daika Hata wants to be this early, and DJ's got to get out of there. But a very, very strong campaigner is Kazuyuki Miyata, as we've seen in his 14 fights so far. Even though he's lost to the likes of Kid Yamamoto and Genki Sudo, who's here ringside, by the way, commentating for TBS television.
There you go.
He's always been a tough combatant, has Sexy Miyata. Just trying to free up the arms now. Work an opening on DJ Taiki is Miyata. Locking onto a single leg momentarily here.
Oh, he was actually trying an old wrestling move called a banana split. and now he's going to... Now he's trying what's it's called a guillotine in old wrestling, and they call it the twister now in jiu-jitsu. But it's an old wrestling move that they do. It's kind of a crank. He gets his body turned. If he gets that arm, so he's trying to get his arm around the neck.
You can see the triangle also locked up with the legs there. Just locking up the left leg of DJ Taiki. Good work here so far from Miyata in the first round. It's a marathon first round. Under Dream rules, 10 minutes long. Second round, if we get there, will be 5. Miyata maybe looking to go into the half guard here. No, he's still going to go after that far arm control. Left arm of DJ Taiki. Hammer fist strike to the midsection. Off the right arm from Miyata. What does DJ Taiki need to do here, Guy?
Well, he's actually doing a very good job. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's got his back to the ground. He's no longer in danger of being choked. He's controlling the wrist, so he's no longer getting caught in Eddie Bravo calls it the Eddie Bravo twister, but the old-fashioned, it's actually, in wrestling, it's actually called the guillotine. But it's not a choke, obviously. It's more of a neck crank. He's doing a very good job. I mean, he's not advancing his position, but he's basically stalling it out here. Hopefully the referee's going to stand him up like they did.
And he must have heard you. Good call from our center referee. The submission attempts just not working for Kazuyuki Miyata. We are 6 minutes 30 remaining. First round set for 10. Yellow card being issued by our centre referee guy.
Yeah, they gave the yellow card to DJ, which is interesting because he really couldn't do too much. You know, they were saying he was stalling, but there's not much he could really do other than give up the submission.
Now both men fighting orthodox. Whereas DJ started the fight in southpaw stance.
Well, DJ was backing up, too. He was being very cautious on his strikes, and now he's moving forward, which is much better when you're fighting a wrestler. He needs to, you know, push the fight forward. That gives him more room to sprawl out and move away if he has to.
DJ Taiki just faking with the inside fire kick, throws the lead leg upstairs, and again he's going to get taken down here. No, nicely scrambled, just stuffs the attempt to take down from Miyata. Miyata now. Just controlling the left arm there is DJ Taiki, not allowing Miyata to lock on the double underhooks here. Ooh, uppercut, trying to put the chin through the top of the head. Nicely done from DJ Taiki. Back to the center of the ring, probes with a jab. Miyata leads out with a hook, gets countered with a left hand from DJ Taiki. Almost halfway through this first round. Outside thigh kick, but Miyata did a good job to take the lead leg out of range. Miyata on the front foot. Taiki just moving off to his left. Doesn't want to drift into that right hand, though, although Miyata hasn't really thrown the right hand. There it is to the side of the head. Just curling over the top of the lead glove of DJ Taiki. Snappy jab, not getting through there for Miyata. Needs to follow through here. Taiki should be going downstairs and kicking those legs a little more to slow down the attempted shoot of Miyata. Miyata nicely skips across to his left. Momentarily cuts off the ring and lands the right hand mount. Takei's got to keep that left glove up nice and high and protect the jawline.
But DJ's got no more combos. I mean, he's got to know he's down on this this round. Not that they count the rounds the same as they do in America, but he's got to get busy here.
Double leg, nicely done, puts DJ on his back. Inside the half guard now is Miyata. This is where a wrestler likes to be. He can just sit here and pound away, Kazuyuki Miyata.
Well, this is also, too, is a little bit different here in Japan with Dreams. There's no elbows. So it's going to be harder for, Miyata to take advantage of this position because the punches are shorter. They're not quite as effective as if he could throw the elbows.
Not where you want to be, on your back against a wrestler of the prowess of Sexy Miyata. Ooh, just loops that right hand to the jawline, then to the back of the head does Miyata. Drills it into the rib cage, another double, make it triple uppercuts. Solid little bit of ground and pound there, some knees to the midsection from Kazuyuki Miyata. Referee steps in, wants to move them to the center of the ring, gives some more room to move. This is much more solid work from Kazuyuki Miyata. And not a position that DJ Taiki is going to like, still with quite a while to go in this marathon first round. Good knee to the liver section there, guy off the left leg from Miyata.
Yeah, he's actually, he's getting actually a lot of space there, which, you don't normally see because he's in the half guard. But he's landing some pretty solid knees there.
Rips away the upper left rib cage. You can see Taiki trying to work off that left arm of Miyata. But meanwhile, he's leaving the left side of his carcass exposed here, and Miyata's getting in some good shots off the right hand.
Yeah, DJ's not even holding the half guard, really, and Miyata's not even trying to pass. He's comfortable right here, landing some things that, I would like to see. Well, there he's kind of a little more secured, that half guard now. But.
Knee to the midsection again, trying to fold him in half like origami. Good work on the ground so far in the first round. 2.5 minutes remaining here.
But, DJ's actually doing a pretty good job keeping that left hand caught so he can't get hit with the punch to the face.
And give his back again here, and he does for the second time in this opening round. DJ Taiki giving his back, tries to roll back towards his guard. Now inside control is Miyata. An even better position for the wrestler. From here again, he can swing and chamber those right knees. There was a forearm strike to the stomach from Miyata. And again, down to the waist section. Nice striking. There's a knee to the head. Good work here from Miyata, remaining busy, and it's all one-way traffic so far. Ooh, solid knee, and then a hammer fist strike to the side of the head from Kazuyuki Miyata. Boom, with a hammer fist again, and the forearm to the lower left rib cage. The legs just kicking around and flopping around there of DJ Taiki like he's got an electrical charge going through him, but nothing working for him here as he cops another popping hammer fist strike off the left hand of Miyata.
What he's trying to do, he's trying to launch knees from the ground here. He's not being horribly effective. Yeah, it looks more like a flopping fish. But he's trying to do something, though. That, you know, he is trying to get out of there. So let's, you know, kind of give him the idea he's really trying to get out of this position. He's a tough position. When you got a wrestler on top of you like this, you're in, you know, you're in a tough spot.
1 minute remaining in the first round. It has been all Kazuyuki Miyata so far, looking for his 8th career victory and his 15th fight. More importantly, looking for that reserve fighter status for the featherweight Grand Prix here tonight. And he gets the mount position for the first time, and he made it look easy.
He's going for that arm triangle.
Trying to lock up the left arm, gives it up now, goes for a bit of ground and pound instead, just raining down the punches here, Miyata. Taiki throws the legs up, but he's in a whole lot of bother. Those pistons just raining down, and once more DJ Taiki gives up his back to Miyata. Hammer fist strikes. Miyata just dominating, just owning him here in the first round. Drills those hooking punches off the left arm. Looping it under the left armpit of DJ Taiki. Taiki is going to ride it out to the bell here. You don't need to be a scientist to work this one out. First round all the way of Kazuyuki Miyata. Don't forget, however, under Dream rules, the judges do not score round by round. Fights are scored on an overall basis. But Guy Mezger, if you are scoring round by round, undoubtedly first round all one-way traffic to Miyata land.
Yeah, I mean, he controlled every, you know, to be honest, he even scored the better punches, and he's not the striker. You know, he did a really good job here. What DJ did not do, here's that overhand right. Boom, landed right on the button. What DJ needs to do here, his corner needs to be telling him he's got to let loose with these punches. He's not. He's so conscientious of being taken down that he's just not throwing any techniques, and he's just kind of giving the fight away. You know, if I was in Miyata's corner, I'd say, hey, keep with the game plan. You're winning. You know, he's doing a really good job. He's, you know, I would like to see him maybe go for a submission at this point, you know, because he is doing such a good job of controlling the ground game that that I would like to see him go for a submission.
Final instructions from either corner here. DJ Taiki has to try and turn the tide. And the man who said he wanted to stand and strike, well, I'll tell you what, Miyata offered that possibility for a lot of that first round, especially very early on, but DJ Taiki really didn't take advantage of it. He didn't try and beat Miyata to the punch. He didn't throw any power salvos. So as Guy said, even in the stand-up, it was sexy Miyata who was dominating. We are ready to roll. Second round, final round. Now 5 minutes long. Once again, take it minus 105 with the bookmakers. Miyata at minus 125. Both men at plus 1250 to win the featherweight tournament overall, should one of them find their way in there. Oh, a high knee from Miyata to open up proceedings. Outside thigh kick from DJ Taiki. Taiki's corner between rounds telling him you've got to wear Miyata out. That was always going to be the question when we saw Miyata at yesterday's weigh-in and how ripped and shredded he looked. The question was, had he dehydrated too much to get that sort of physique? And how would that dehydration play on his stamina levels? So far, though, he's looked very well cardioed, very well stamina'd here tonight, has Miyata. Let's see if DJ Taiki can indeed wear out Miyata. But at the moment, we see Miyata posturing up and again working the ground and pound. Didn't take him long in this round, Guy, to put DJ Taiki on his back.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a world-class wrestler. It's going to happen, especially because DJ is not establishing any fear with his punching or his striking. He's not making Miyata hesitate at all in any of his takedowns. And so, you know, he's just going to have his way with it.
Trying to control that right arm and control the posture here is DJ Taiki, and again bridging up. Miyata cracks the left hand to the orbital bone. Don't forget the orbital bone that was broken last time Taiki fought against Hideo Tokoro. He beat Tokoro, but couldn't continue to the second round of the featherweight Grand Prix due to a broken orbital bone. Good to see also Sean Frew, Australian, in the corner there of DJ Taiki, helping out. And in the corner of Miyata, of course, is Akira Maeda.
Oh, yeah, the old rings guy. Yeah. I'll tell you something. There is a mistake that Miyata is doing, though. He is posturing up to throw punches, and he's leaving his arm across the body. He is so susceptible to an arm bar from there. You know, he was doing that earlier, and that's a big mistake. You know, like DJ self-professed, not a good submission guy, so maybe, you know, Matt thinks he can get away with it.
Doing a good good job at the moment, though, DJ Taiki. We saw before Miyata tried to pass the guard, go to side control. Taiki put him back in the guard, and now Taiki looks to throw. Single leg takes him down with a slam. Nicely done from Sexy Miyata. Almost 3 minutes remaining here in the second round. And it is Miyata back inside the closed guard of Taiki. Taiki locking up the right arm.
But Taiki's also, he was doing a good job. He needs to continue to do it. He needs to continue to press still. Now, we talked about Miyata's, you know, conditioning. Yeah, not only is he going to be a little bit dehydrated, but with that lean, you actually need body fat. A little bit of body fat on your body for conditioning. Another good takedown.
Puts him down with a double leg. Nicely done. Great wrestling skills being exhibited here from Miyata. Referee wants to pull them back towards the center of the ring, a bit more space.
But Miyata just looked at us. He is getting tired. All those takedowns, that takes a tremendous amount of energy out of you. You know, especially if you're not, you know, taking the guys out with the takedowns. So, you know, if Taiki needs to do is he needs to continue this kind of stuff, wear him out, try to go for the knockout. You know, I don't necessarily see it though, but that's what you have to do.
Can DJ Taiki somehow swing the pendulum? Can he be like a thief of the night? Can he be like a kleptomaniac and try and steal this round in the next 2 minutes or so? Uppercut, bouncing up of it. DJ Taiki back to his feet where he wants to be. Taiki's corner shouting out to him, pick up the pace. Single leg here from Miyata, puts him on his back again. Inside the closed guard of DJ Taiki.
He's got a guillotine choke, and it is pretty snug. He's got it in there pretty
Taiki's going
tight.
for it. It could be the upset. Taiki's going for it. I told you he's going to try and steal it. He's going to be like a thief in the night. It could be all over. Can Miyata hold on? This would be crazy if Taiki can sub him. No, he's popped out. Nicely done from Miyata. But that'll certainly be looked upon favorably by the judges.
Yes, you know, they looked, the guys tried to finish. That was close. You know, that was pretty close to a finish there. It was a, you know, it just showed you really how tough Miyata and calm he is. He relaxed a lot, got out of there because it was sunk in there pretty tight for a few seconds.
He's still got just over a minute remaining. DJ Taiki to maybe go for another submission attempt. Tries to fire the right hand with the shoulder. Backed against the ropes. Referee will move in a moment. He's going for an arm. He's going to try and lock in an arm bar or Kimura off the right arm here, DJ Taiki.
Well, I'll tell you something. His strategy, his corner was telling him to punch him in the face. Oh, okay, looks like he's going to be belly to back.
Suplex coming. Here it comes. Can he get him up? Can he get him up? Boom!
Not such a dramatic
okay, not so much boom as I expected there, Guy.
It was more like boom instead of boom. Yeah, but he's doing a good job. I'll tell you something. He's doing a real good job of controlling this thing. But DJ was doing a really good job there for a second. He was punching in the face. Miyata wasn't liking it. He was doing it on the ground. That's what he's doing right there. He needs to continue to do that. Boom. I just think time's going to run out on him. That's all.
Gutsy stuff here from DJ Taiki in the final stages of this final round. Pressing away with the right hand. And Miyata wants to rattle a couple of more shots in inside the guard here of Taiki. And this is how the fight will end. What a round from DJ Taiki. He was absolutely dominated in the first round. He may have stolen the second round with a great submission attempt, trying for the guillotine. Guy, how did Mezgovision see it overall?
Well, I think overall, Miyata, you know, just dominated. Look, he exercised. Look at this great control. Single leg into a double leg. Takedown here. Inside kick. Drop. Look how strong he is with that. Changing positions on there. Sucking him up. Okay. He almost landed right there. He almost landed right into the guillotine choke there. And it was in there tight for just a second. You see how that arm is slipping off over top there a little bit. But again, this was a very, very good round for DJ. But I just think Miyata just did too much of the fight. But, you know, we'll see how the judges look at it.
That guillotine was close. Did you see the neck just seemingly stretched there on Miyata? Like those African women you see in the National Geographic documentaries with those rings around their neck when they're stretched out. That was just crazy.
Yeah, he's going to have some a sore neck here tomorrow.
Judge Todori, Miyata.
First judge goes to Miyata.
Judge Isono, Miyata. Judge Arashi,
That's it. Sexy Miyata has done it. He is now the official reserve fighter for the Dream Featherweight Grand Prix. A valiant effort, though, from DJ Taiki, particularly in the last half of the final round when he almost got the guillotine choke on Miyata. Miyata will now go backstage and watch on the closed circuit screens very closely at what Fernandes and Joe Warren, Tokoro and Takaya will do, and he'll be hoping that someone gets injured and that maybe he can find his way into the tournament. Hideo Tokoro versus Hiroyuki Takaya.
Tokoro Hideo vs. Takaya Hiroyuki.
ただいまより本日の第2試合平和ドリーム11フェザー級グランプリ2009準決勝第1試合を行います。
And now for the second match.
青コーナーより高谷博之選手の優勝です。
You gotta love a man who says that he likes to smack people in the face. And Takaya is just that kind of fella. He's known as Demon Fists. He's known as the street fighting Bancho. Bancho meaning the boss. And Takaya knows how to knock people out. Of his 11 wins in his mixed martial arts career, 8 have come via knockout. Both of his fights so far in the Featherweight Grand Prix have been via the short route, via KO. He's beaten the likes of Antonio Cavallo, Kazuyuki, Yoshiro Maeda. Tough losses to Gil Melendez, Genki Sudo, Jay-Z, Calvin, Cub Swanson, Leonard Garcia. Takaya, who pulled off an upset last time out when he TKO'd Maeda in their quarter-final matchup, is now hoping to put a beating on Hideo Tokoro. An absolute brick hit house. Hiroyuki Takaya.
赤コーナーより所秀夫選手の優勝です。
I like to call him Kenny Rapp. Takaya and his tentacles here tonight hails from Gifu at the crossroads of Japan. This 32-year-old former janitor. He ain't cleaning toilets no more. A record of 22-14-1, a massive 14 submissions. 6 of them by armbar, 5 by choke. This guy's got more submissions than a high school newspaper, and he'll try and slap every one of them on Takaya with every chance he gets here tonight. Coming off a brilliant second-round rear naked over Abel Callum at Dream 9. What was a candidate for Fight of the Year. Tokoro has struggled to find any real consistency in his career since decisioning Hoyler Gracie back at Dynamite 06. He's gone 5-5 since then. Hasn't won a fight by submission since Dynamite USA in 2007 when he armbarred Brad Pickett right up until that last fight against Abel Cullen. In centering is Tokoro. What a chance for him to make the final of the Featherweight Grand Prix.
これより第2試合を行います。青コーナー167センチ63キロ高谷博之。赤コーナー170センチ62.8キロTokoro Hideo.
Massive ovation as always for Hideo Tokoro. Tokoro weighing in at 62.8 kilos, 138.16 pounds. Takaya, 63 kilos even, 138.6 pounds. According to the bookmakers, Tokoro at plus 190. Takaya, minus 240. Overall, Tokoro at plus 765 to win the tournament. Takaya at plus 205. First round 10 minutes, second round 5 minutes, semi-final number 1 of the Featherweight Grand Prix, Michael Chavello and sexy beast number 1, Gamers with you ringside. Hideo Tokoro in the red, Takaya in the black. High right round kick from Tokoro. He's improved his striking monumentally over the last year, has Hideo Tokoro, and already showing some very good footwork here. You cannot remain a stagnant target against the sheer hand power of Takaya. If you stand still, Takaya's going to tag you. It's that simple. Inside thigh kick from Tokoro. Takaya's got the right hand cocked and ready. Throws it for the first time. Misses the target. Nice footwork here from Tokoro. Thrusting jab from Takaya, steps off to his left, just trying to cut off the ring, not allowing the freedom of movement that Tokoro is enjoying so far. Tokoro's corner, sitting in front of us, already shouting out, raise your guard. Keep your gloves up nice and high, son. As Tokoro launches a liver kick off the lead leg.
Tokoro is doing a real good job about keeping the distance. He's using those kicks to keep him back, you know, because he's obviously weary of those punches. And he's doing a good job. He's moving a great deal. You know, he's looking for, you know, I'll be honest, I think he's looking for Takayama to kind of rush at him so he can clinch with him.
The corner of Tokoro also calling for him to use his jab a lot more and also hook up the lead glove. Circles off to his right now. Throws a right hand counter. Nicely done down the center corridor. And a very cerebral first round here from Hideo Tokoro. Moving on the outside. Takaya controlling center ring. Left hook from Takaya. Short right hand didn't connect, and again Tokoro out of dodge. Launches a high right rib kick. Nicely done from Tokoro. You can feel that one here, sitting ringside. Double jab, uppercut from Takaya. They lock up. And Takaya just throws him back in a test of strength.
Tokoro's corner is telling him to go for the tackle. They're worried about it. I'll tell you something about Takaya. He's being very patient. He's not rushing in anything. He's closing the gap. He's taking his time, and I think that's the strategy. Don't overextend yourself to give this guy a chance to take you down.
Takaya, who really upset the bandwagon last time out when he knocked out Miyata. Miyata was supposed to win, according to the script, quite easily against Takaya. And look at Takaya, just controlling centering, moving laterally, left hook, uppercut, right hand, nicely done from Takaya. Snappy jab from Tokoro. He's got the reach here. Oh, high drop kick! And Takaya, talk about tackling. That was almost an American football style tackle there from Takaya. Again, nice 1-2 down the center corridor, hooks him off the lead glove. Brilliant first round so far, semi-final number 1 of the Featherweight Grand Prix. Inside thigh kick from Takaya. Just faking with the left hand, Tokoro got caught on the orbital bone. Quick out of his teeth, Tokoro. And he circles off to his left. Takaya very well put together. The gloves up nice and high, the forearm slightly turned out. Dropping body shot off the lead hand from Tokoro. Shoots in Tokoro, nice floor from Takaya. Tokoro trying to pull the head down, wants to put him in the guard. Swings to the legs, does Takaya, and again, he wants it back on the feet.
I'll tell you something, Takaya's doing a very good job. He is initiating his game plan right here. He's keeping this fight mostly on his feet. When it does go to the ground, he's controlling it. I mean, Tokoro took himself down. He threw that kick and threw himself to the ground for him. And, you know, Takayama just stepped back and let him stand back up because he's trying to knock him out.
Daisuke Naito also ringside here. You see him being flashed up on the screen. World boxing champion, of course, Daisuke Naito. Good fake of the front jab there. And then body shot from Hideo Tokoro. But Takaya just looking so composed. Jab outside thigh kick. Tokoro went for the counter shot, couldn't land it cleanly. Inside thigh kick to the femoral artery from Takaya. Thrust out the jab again. Oh, Tokoro takes one, smack bang on the kisser. That'll make him wish he played basketball instead. Tokoro skips off to his right now. He's got to stay out of the range of that right hand. Keep drifting to his right, don't go left. The referee also saying to Tokoro, you've got to attack more here, son. Right hand lead on that occasion from Takaya. Takaya edges forward again, tries to hook in, but around the back of the right glove. And look how Takaya cuts off the ring once more. This is just beautiful stand-up striking so far from Takaya in the first round, almost halfway through it.
Tokoro needs to get this to the ground. He's just getting beat to the punch. He's trying some stuff, but it's just not enough. He needs to get this to the ground where he's going to be comfortable. I think it's a matter of time before Takaya catches him.
There's Daisuke Naito again. Tokoro's only shot him once in this round so far against Takaya. And Takaya just dominant. Nice jab too from Tokoro. Didn't have the starch behind it though to really face Takaya. Look at the forearms turned out from Takaya. More of a Muay Thai style stand-up guard from him. And again, just moves laterally, cuts off the ring, wants to try and pin Tokoro against the ropes. Put him in a corner perhaps. Put him in the pocket, then go to work at him with the hands. Wants to sling those legs a little more too while he's got the opportunity here, Takaya. It'll make the shoots very hard if Tokoro, should Tokoro choose that game plan, which Guy Mezga thinks he should. Oh, right hand counter from Takaya. Nicely done. A little bit of reddening above the right eye here of Takaya from the jabs of Tokoro. Tokoro does shoot. There's the sprawl from Takaya. Works a short knee. Good left hand. Back to his feet. Slings the left. This is all Takaya. Just a dominating performance. Tracking away to the thighs here. More kick than a chorus line. Single leg from Tokoro. Can he get him on his back here, Hideo Tokoro?
I'll tell you, that was a very, very slick grab into the single leg there. That was... I hope we get to see that on replay, you know, because it was a sharp little technique here. But he's got his head down. It's not a good place to be. You're not going to get that takedown with the head down. He needs to get that body lock and step in and, you know, get a trip, get him down to the ground.
Takaya wants to buy a Muay Thai clinch and a high knee. Outside thigh kick from Takaya, and again, just tenderizing the quadriceps, banging up the knees of Tokoro. Tokoro back to his feet quickly. Takaya comes forward again, looking to set that right hand. Tokoro thrusts the jab, wants to sit behind those long-ranging techniques. Inside thigh kick, left hand from Tokoro. Takaya through the right hand. Tokoro got on the inside. Rib kick from Takaya. 3 minutes remaining in the first round. Good jab, smack bang on the schnoggin from Tokoro. Hooks him. Should have followed through with a right cross.
Well, you can tell something that Tokoro does not have the punching power that Takaya has. Takaya hasn't landed anything really solid, but it's going to be only a matter of time.
Oh, there it is, right hand, and now Tokoro takes him down. Wants to put him in the guard here. Got one butterfly hook off the right leg, has Tokoro. Just controlling Takaya, not allowing him to posture up and work those heavy hands. Takaya trying to pass here. Butterfly guard, now foot on hip. Up kicks from Tokoro. Takaya back to his feet and slinging those legs again. Sakuraba style. Oh, he skips up on that one. That was nicely done. Beautiful work from Takaya. Dominating first round. 2 minutes 10 remaining. Takaya so impressive. Wild uppercut almost went through the ceiling. Jab two from Takaya. Overhand right. Tokoro drifts to center ring. Thought about the switch up round kick. Goes for the inside lead thigh of Takaya. Good right hand from Tokoro. Just needs to torque the hips a little more. Pivot on the foot. Draw the punches through.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is a very good fight. Very tactical fight. I'll tell you something. Takayama has... Oh, good knee.
Tried to put the chin through the top of the head. Oh, the right hand. Tokoro stunned him. Tokoro stunned him. Oh, and again the right hand. The tide has turned. Here comes Tokoro. Oh, the left hand drops him. The big kibosh. This place is alive. And Takaya puts him on his back inside the guard. Daisuke Naito going bananas. Rubber guard here from Tokoro. He loves the rubber guard. He'll look for a submission now, Tokoro. He'll throw those octopus legs up. This is just crazy. The Yokohama Arena is alive. It's happening.
What I don't understand is why Tokoro, he pulled guard. He was winning that exchange. He had Takayama hurt, and then he pulls guard here. I don't understand. This is crazy. He could have finished him, but now he's in a defensive posture. It's crazy.
Daisuke Naito on the edge of his seat as everyone is here ringside and all around this massive auditorium. Controlling the posture here is Tokoro. 34 seconds remaining, round number 1. Inside the guard. Tokoro's open guard at this stage. Good control from Tokoro, locking up that dangerous right hand. Trying to work a couple of blows of his own from the back here. Will he throw the legs up and try and look for a submission attempt with only 15 seconds on the clock here in the first? It was all Takaya early in the round. It's been Tokoro the last minute and a half or so. He releases the right arm and Takaya makes him pay for it. Oh, big shot! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 punches, it's all over. It's good night, Irene. Listen to the ovation. Good night, Irene. Takaya pounded him out. Exhilarating stuff here, guy.
I'll tell you something. This is crazy. This is a crazy, crazy fight. You know, you look at it, talking about controlling the whole fight, you know, throwing the better stuff, not letting anything clean. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
hold on,
catches it.
What's going on here? I thought the referee actually moved it and waved it off, but it might have been the bell.
Yes, the bell.
My apologies. My apologies. In my overexcitement, I was a little bit distracted. The referee seemed to wave off the fight at exactly the same time as the bell sounded. So very good referee. We are set for one more round. What a seesawing battle, guy. First of all, Takaya controlling the early portion, maybe the first 7 minutes. Then Tokoro rattling him, dropping him with the left hook, trying to throw in a submission from his back. Inside the guard was Takaya. Then the final 20 seconds, Takaya worked some ground and pound, brother, and my word, did he pound.
Yeah, like I said, I think Tokoro gave up this round. I mean, I think, you know, he was winning that fight. He had him hurt, and then he pulls guard. It was crazy. There it started. That was a good knee right there. That's kind of started it. And then they started exchanging. He caught him with that right hook, a left hook, excuse me. He catch him with another shot and hurt him again.
Look at the left hook that dropped him.
Now look, he goes there and he jumps into the guard. It was crazy, and he almost gets knocked out here. Now the interesting thing is if Tokoro got his head clear, and I don't think he did. I think he's still a little bit knocked, you know, a little bit loopy on that, and you know, he's still loopy. Look at him. The guy, his feet are rubbery. He's trying to convince us he's not, but he's still hurt.
Takaya was only moments away from sending Tokyo for a trip to the boulevard of broken dreams. Here we go, 5 minutes remaining. If you're scoring it round by round, you'd have to go Takaya in the first. Outside Taiki from Tokoro, and a nice stiff jab.
Tokoro is landing some good, solid punches.
Oh, and again, stiff left hand. Right hand counter from Takaya, tagged him nicely. Fakes with the lead length as Tokoro. What a stand-up battle. Jab two from Takaya. Tokoro swinging wildly with the left hand. He telegraphed it. Wants to pull guard and go. Round and pound. It's all over now. It's all over now. It's all over now. Listen to the madness.
Yeah, to be honest, he never had his head clear from that. He never had his head clear going into that round. You could tell when he walked out there, he was still on Queer Street. Too bad.
Just crazy scenes of utter pandemonium here at the Yokohama Arena. How I would love it if Joe Warren got through against Fernandes and we saw Joe Warren and Takaya in the final maybe later tonight. That would be absolutely insane. Once again though, Guy, let's give credit to Tokoro. It seems to me that over the last 4 years, every year Tokoro has had at least 1 or 2 fights that are candidates for Fight of the Year. We've seen it already this year with Abel Callum, and we may very well see it again here tonight against Takaya. Another sensational contest.
Absolutely. This is one of the best 10-minute fights I've ever seen. It's incredible.
The doctors were actually rushed to ringside even before the round started. Such was the concern for the punishment taken by Hideo Tokoro. And again, folks, when we return to the Yokohama Arena, America's Joe Warren and Fernandes.
We'll be right back as HDNet Fights presents Heiwa Dream 11 Featherweight Grand Prix 2009 Final Round. Welcome back to HDNet Fights presents Heiwa Dream 11 Featherweight Grand Prix 2009 Final Round.
Bibiano Fernandes.
The winner of this one takes on Takaya in the final.
167センチ、62.7 キロ。ビビアノ・フェルナンデス。
Bibiano Fernandes weighing in at 137.94 pounds. Both men actually weighed in even, 62.7 kilos.
62.7 キロ。
What a moment here for Joe Warren, the self-proclaimed baddest man on the planet. He says, no one can survive my power, no one can survive my intensity, no one can out-wrestle or out-aggress me. We are set for 2 rounds of action. First round, 10 minutes. Second round, 5 minutes. The bookmakers have Joe Warren as the favourite, minus 160. Fernandes at plus 130. Overall to win the tournament, Warren at plus 125. Fernandes at plus 190. Michael Chabello, Guy Mezger with you ringside. Semi-final number 2. Brazil and the US. Joe Warren opens up with a high right round kick. Left hook. Fernandes wants him on the ground. Throws a gut-munching knee. Warren controlling the left arm. And the wrestler's going to look for the takedown to put Fernandes on his back. Fernandes back to his feet. Fires out a little right hand as the Brazilian.
Well, this is interesting because this is 2 different grappling styles here, you know, that you're seeing. You're seeing the wrestler versus the jiu-jitsu guy. So,
Joe
nice
puts him on his back nicely inside the guard here of Fernandes. Some hammer fist strikes from Warren. Goes to the body, hammer fist strikes again to the jawline.
He's leaving that off.
Could be over, could be over. It's good night, Irene. Joe Warren taps. Joe Warren taps. Oh, devastation.
I I don't think he tapped.
Wow.
I think the referee stopped it so he wouldn't hurt himself.
Let's take a look at the replay. Did Joe Warren tap? Oh, did Fernandes just give him the finger? Did Fernandes just give him, did he just flip him the bird? Oh no, this is on. Fernandes is out of there in a hurry. I think he flipped the bird to Joe Warren in center ring. And I think he just did it again. Wow. Joe Warren is absolutely devastated in center ring. Fernandes making quick work of him. May have been one of the fastest submissions we have ever seen in Dream history.
Well, he made a big mistake. He pushed off on him right there and was trying to balance him and hit him. And now here's the armbar. Okay, he's got it pretty snug there. He's not tapping, but I think the referee, stopped it before it, got broken.
Joe Warren absolutely gutted. We have seen history made. Two fighters you did not expect to be in the final have made it through to the Featherweight Grand Prix finale. It will be Takaya versus Fernandes. Joe Warren being submitted controversially by Bibiano. Fernandes. Guy, your thoughts once more.
Real quick, though, it did not look like Joe tapped. And I think, maybe the referee, they can stop matches if they think the guy's endangered of hurting himself. But, I mean, was I wrong there? Did you see a tap? Because I didn't see a tap.
I don't know. I thought I saw a small tap. I'd like to see it once more. I thought I saw a small tap. But you know what? Joe Warren is not the type of guy that's going to tap. He'd rather have his arm broken than tap.
Absolutely. Plus, it's 3 taps. So there's no mistakes. Bam, bam, bam. And then, so there's no mistakes.
As Miyata warms up backstage in just a moment's time, folks, it'll be the second round of the Super Hulk tournament. Middleman and Hongman Choi. This place has just been electric, and it's just about to build up a whole lot more. Yes, Lenny Hart. Once again, folks, if you just joined us, Takaya is through to the final of the Featherweight Grand Prix, and so too is Fernandes. A controversial armbar over Joe Warren. He locked on the armbar. The question is, did Joe Warren tap? Joe Warren's the type of guy who would rather have his arm broken than tap out. And Joe complaining to the officials afterwards that, in fact, he did not tap here tonight. The referee, in fact, jumped in and saved Joe Warren from possibly getting his arm broken by a vice-like armbar. Super Hulk tournament is ready to rock and roll yet again.
ただいまより本日の第4試合スーパーハルクトーナメント準決勝第1試合を行います。
And now for the fourth match.
青コーナーよりチェ・ホンマン選手の入場です。